All right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men that preach and teach the likewise doctrine. No compromises, no mixing it to fix it. I want to say Shalom to all the Akim and a few Akwath who may be listening. This is your brother Batakala Yahweh, coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And today, I saw something while I was on Instagram, doctoring up a photo. And so I took the screenshot right here because we got to make a lesson on this. But first thing I wanna mention is that before I ever came into the truth, I never saw Negroes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being mentioned together in one category by people, by heathens, okay? And really the Native Americans was kind of, they'll always associate the Latin tribes in the Southern Kingdom just because of how we all live in the hood together in the United States here. Most of these Gadites also live in the hood, but a lot of them they got labeled as so-called black or so-called Hispanic as well. But other than that, I never really seen no Gadites that was really heavy into that Gadite culture till I went to college in Nebraska, where it's a lot of Gadites and reservations and things like that. And I was fortunate enough to go to the reservation as well. But that's neither here nor there. The point being is that you never hear Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being spoken about together by heathens. Now this Instagram app, whoever came up with the idea, it was probably a Jake. But as far as the company, this is a multi-billion-dollar company, man. It's more than likely it's heathens in charge of this, man. But you see that they got the buy native over here. So if you go down one to the second row, it says buy native. And then if you go down to the next row, it says shop Latinx. And then the next one says buy black. But notice that all of these things are surrounded by a bunch of vile, affectionate things that, things for so-called Pride Month. Notice that that's all what's next to the buy native, buy black, and shop Latinx stickers. All right, and it's not a mistake, man. These heathens, they know what they're doing, and they know who they targeting, man. And the Lord is putting a spirit on them to start come out with associating both, all three demographics, really one group, Israelites, but we've been broken up into three different demographics: Hispanics, so-called Negroes, and so-called Native Americans. Those are the three demographics we've been broken up into in this country. And like I said, they never really would associate these things together, but for some reason now they are, and it's the Lord that's putting the spirit on them to do it, because we getting closer and closer. And it's things like this that let you know that the Lord is in control. Because if you was Esau, you wouldn't want to. He like to do his little, I'm gonna show it to you and then I'm gonna do it to you, little breakdown. But did this right here, this a little bit too. If it was me, I wouldn't be doing no shit like this. This a little bit too much. But let me get to the scripture, Salakia. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83. All right, and we're gonna start at verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they hate thee, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head, Salakia. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulting against thy hidden ones. All right. Now this is talking about all of these heathen nations, and it's going to give a list when we read farther down, but just to set it up, this is talking about all the heathen nations coming together to come against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai by coming against the Israelites, who are the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, let's keep reading. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be in no more remembrance. All right, and I'm going to go back to the picture and see, you notice how it's not calling, ain't no sticker that say Israelites on it, man. And even these so-called 1948ers, they don't call themselves Israelites. They refer to themselves as Jewish. Okay, because these heathens have really been working tirelessly to try to erase the name of Israel from the books, man, from everything. All right, but once again, it said in that verse 4 that they wanted to cut the people of the Lord off, and this is a part of how they did it, by calling you a Native American, by calling you a Latin X, by calling you black. All right, and then they further pushed the ball forward by associating all of this Mo stuff with Jakes, man. Even when you look at these Mo stickers, it's a sticker right here under the Shop Latinx sticker, and all of these vile affectionate motherfuckers in this picture appear to be Jakes, man. And if you go down one more row and over to be 2 pictures below where it says by black, this vile affection that's looking in the mirror also appears to be a Jake, man. See, they trying to do things to remove you from proximity of from the proximity of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, this is verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. All right, now here come the list. The tabernacles of Edom, that's the so-called white man. All right, the Ishmaelites, that's the so-called Arabs. Of Moab, that's the so-called Chinese. And the Hagarenes, and I believe those are Hamites. All right. Let me go here because I don't know what Gabal is. Let me get the proper breakdown on that so I don't go off here. Let's see. All right. It says Salakia. Verse 7, it says Gabal, which appears, this says in the concordance that's where Edomites is from. So, Lord willing, that's correct. But if not, Salakia, somebody could put it in the comment board what the correct group of people that would be. But like I said, I looked in the concordance to say Edomites, so we'll go with that for now. And Ammon, which are the Japanese today, and Amalek, which are the 1948ers. The Philistines, which are some more Hamites, with the inhabitants of Tyre, also Hamites. All right. So this the thing, man. All of these heathens, they know what they doing. All right, and this is gonna go into that right here in this Psalm 64. Okay, so this is Psalms chapter 64 verse 1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. All right. And at these secret councils, these think tanks, these meetings, they come up with how they're gonna do shit like that selection of stickers or whatever you want to call it on Instagram, man. All of that shit is premeditated. Everything that these people do is premeditated, man. None of this shit is happening on accident. And it'd be wise for you to stop thinking like shit is happening on accident and by coincidence out here, because it's not. All right. Verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Okay. And what's a lot of things that they talk about nowadays? What are they doing? They talking about how everybody should love everybody, and love is love, and it's natural for you to be this way or to be that way. And all of these things that they talking about are against the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Everything wicked, man. All of it. Everything these motherfuckers talk about is wicked. Okay. Verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. All right. And this is what they doing constantly, all day, every day, with these TV shows, with this internet, with the news, all that shit. They shooting at the perfect. They trying to put seeds in your mind of wickedness, man. They trying to plant seeds of wickedness and hope that those seeds sprout, and then you start committing these wicked deeds that they promoting in their shows and shit in your real life. All right. Me and the elder brother Murph always talk about it, man. They got these people, they taking rules and shit that they see on TV, and they trying to apply these rules and these principles that they learn in the real world. And TV is fake, man. The real world got nothing to do and is not run or governed by the same rules that TV world is governed by. All right. And really, the world is not governed by the rules that even Esau got laid out in the so-called real world right now. All right. The rules are the world is governed by the rules established by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which you can find in these scriptures. All right. Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? See, when they do shit like that Instagram thing or the shit on the TV where they pushing things on little kids and shit like that, the people who are behind green light and all that shit, you don't know what their name is. You don't know who in charge of saying what goes on this show and what doesn't. The network just put the show on and you watch it. This app just upload these stickers on there and motherfuckers use them. You don't know who or what is the one that's really doing this shit. And that's why they can say that they good, man. That's why they can shoot and fear not, because they doing it from behind a closed door, from behind a curtain. You don't know who the individual is that's doing all this shit. And even, of course, we know who are the heads of the elite banking families and who are the elite banking families. But at the end of the day, what you going to do to them? The only person that's going to come and throw them down from their high position is Yahweh Shai, man, with the blessing of Yahweh, with the permission from Yahweh to come back. When he gets sent back over here to come get us, man, that's when these people are going to get they just dessert, man. So these people are shooting shots and doing all type of shit, and they don't really have to worry about nothing until Yahweh Shai come back. So they continue to do it. Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. And they say, who shall see them? Like I said, they hide in these traps. They're not just putting these traps out in the middle of where you can see things. And even with this thing, like with this Instagram, you would think that that's not, oh, well, it's just some stickers, blah, blah, blah. It's somebody that's seen that shit and really got galvanized to be a mo. And at the end of the day, whoever the Lord give over to that demon, it's their destiny and their lot to get given over to that demon. But the point is that for you to have all of those things in the same vicinity, you trying to encourage Jakes to be on some of that mo-ish, man. You trying to encourage Jakes to be vile affections, to be alphabet lifestyle livers, man. And you hide it and shit. Like, see, you wouldn't even have noticed that was there. Like, I wouldn't have even noticed if that was there unless I went and really played around with the picture like I did. And that's how I found it. Okay, so parents who not cool with their kids looking at that stuff that got to do with that vile affection lifestyle, unless they really looking through these apps and looking through these shows and all this shit that they showing them, they not going to be able to police that properly, man. Because they not going to know. Like I said, if you don't go to doctor up a photo, you'll never see that. All right. But verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Okay. And these people, they've studied us thoroughly. All right. As Israelites, they've studied the scriptures thoroughly. All right. They understand what they believe that they got to do to make Jake go off to prolong their kingdom, man. Now, of course, the Lord got to select. It's in the scriptures, the Lord got 7,000 men who won't bend the knee to Baal. And that's just 7,000 represents a complete number. But, so it's certain individuals, Lord willing, myself and all the brothers that came before me in truth and sincerity are that number. But it's a certain number of individuals that's not gonna be able to fall for this shit, man. The Lord is not gonna allow it. And so these Edomites, they can do whatever they want to do, but all they doing is really marking 2/3 niggas with this shit. All right, but the point I'm making is that if it wasn't the fact that the Lord was with a certain amount of people to not fall for this, everybody would fall for it, man. These Edomites have searched thoroughly and have a very, very clear understanding on how to get Jake to go off, which is why it's so easy for them to manipulate that with these 2/3 niggas. Okay? Verse 7. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's what's happening now, man. A lot of these so-called whistleblowers, that's Esau's tongue falling on itself. Even if the whistleblower happens to be a Jake or some other type of heathen, it don't really matter because they are part of the Edomite system. But a lot of these whistleblowers really be Edomites, man. A lot of them just coming out and airing out all the laundry, man. Former FBI agents, former CIA agents, former military, all that shit, man. Former politicians, all of that. And it's going to continue to happen, and it's going to continue to happen more frequently now that we getting close to the end here and things are about to really come to a head with all these food shortages and wars and all of that stuff. But you got to be circumspect out here, man. If you got children, you really got to monitor the things that they doing and the applications and things that they using on the phone. I don't even want to get started with the school system. I mean, I don't know how it work. I don't have kids, but if homeschooling is still a thing and you can afford to do it, I would suggest you do it. And just, like I said, monitor what your kids doing, monitor what you doing. And watch out with this type of shit, man, because there's demons on all of these little things and these little shows, these apps, all that shit. There's demons on there that will jump on you if you're not careful and you're not built up in the spirit, man, especially in the music. But with all that being said, I'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Shem, Yahweh Shai, B'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men that preach and teach the likewise doctrine. Shalom to all the Akim and the Akwath who may be listening. Lord willing, I'll be back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.